Time for sports, and George is here with the latest. Hello, George.
How you doing,
I'm
Ernest?
good.
It's good to see you.
The leagues are not back yet.
The leagues are not back. We are managing, and these days we don't quite so much. We had a wonderful interview. I think that was on the Sports Link on Saturday. Joe Ado spoke about Abedi Pele and said, look, Abedi Pele was the best captain ever, the best captain he has seen. Obviously, he played with him, but we've just been wondering what's been going on because, you know, till Joe Ado made these comments, we all felt that Abedi Pele was a very, very divisive figure. Abedi Pele was egoistic. He had so much ego. He felt he was better than the rest of the players. All we're hearing with the Tony Yeboah versus Abedi Pele row, we heard, you know, in the grapevine, cost Ghana.
And even Kwesi Appiah,
the captaincy and all of that. So, yeah, most people are now having to rethink, but others feel that no.
If he was
really the best captain. Because for most of us, we've said the best captain of the Black Stars was Stephen Appiah.
I agree, but you see, let's listen to Joe.
Yes,
let's listen to him first, and then we can continue from there. Sure.
I went to the Black Stars in '89. Sam Dodu, may his soul rest in peace. He invited me to the team. I was very, very young. I was still playing for under 20s, I think, when I was invited into the team. And Pokunti was the captain, and then it became Kwesi Appiah for a while. And then Bukat Caesar came and changed things and made Abedi the captain. For all my time that I played in the national team, Abedi was the best captain I ever had. He was unbelievable. I mean, he was so disciplined, more disciplined than we. Because we sometimes we joke, we have fun in training, you know, we take it as, you know, it's all right. When he is in camp, everything changes. The way you see him train is the same way you see him play. He doesn't joke. On the field, everybody is his enemy. Even when you're playing 2-on-2 with Abedi and you are on his team, it's two of you, and you lose, you are in trouble. He doesn't want to lose. That was in his nature. So there were things that he did that was like overbearing to some of us. Because when he came, or when he comes to camp, he makes sure we eat on time, he makes sure we sleep on time, and we weren't used to those things. So a lot of people didn't get it. You know, what this guy, what does he want? Why does he want me to sleep? And he will come literally and come and turn off your lights. You turn your light off. He wants you to sleep so you can have energy to play the game the next day. Some of us took it okay. Some people didn't take it, you know, lightly. They were like, wow, he's too controlling. But for me, he was the best captain. And then, on top of that, when we went to play on the field, he was better than all of us. I mean, apart from him being the captain, he was so good. Some of you saw him. Some of these you young guys, you might have seen what Abedi did. But it's unbelievable. Yeah. And even the matches, you don't see anything. You have to come watch him in training. Okay. It's amazing what he does. And you look at him and you would want to be the same. And those days he was trying to teach us how to be professionals, but some of us didn't get it. Some of us did. And the people who didn't get it were the ones who had problems with him. But for me, I think he was a great leader.
Okay, so that's Joe Ado's take on
let's see if I can break it down quickly.
Yeah.
Right. He was the best player at the time, no doubt.
No doubt about
Won the Champions League, must say. Great stuff. CAF Player of the Year 3 times. Abedi Pele was definitely the man to go to. I mean, most have said that if he played in the 1992 final against Ivory Coast, would have won it. There wouldn't have been a need to go for penalties when we lost to Ivory Coast. So when it comes to what he's done on the pitch, nobody can talk about it. And remember,
but I guess the captaincy is more about the leadership.
That's what that's what I'm going to. Because you see, since he won the CAF Football of the Year award in '93, no player has done that till date. Now that tells you something. But I think in the life of every captain, there are 1 or 2 incidences that you may try to overshadow what it is. So if you look at Abedi Pele, and I think that the captaincy row itself, knowing that Kwesi Appiah was then the captain of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, that's a huge following, and I'm sure a lot of Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans will be very, very, you know, angry that Abedi Pele, you know, taking the captaincy away from him. So maybe that was one of the things to look at. Now, I don't know exactly what was happening between Abedi Pele and Tony Yeboah. They have really not come out to say that this was the issue, but you could feel that there seemed to be that. And he was giving us an idea of what was probably going on in the team. But others believe that Abedi was doing the right thing. Others feel that he had so much ego. And look, my friend, whatever the case is. But he says the truth is, he was a good footballer. So if you take Asamoah Gyan as a captain of the Black Stars, there are 1 or 2, 3 incidences that will make you feel that, no, this guy cannot be the best captain of it. It's when you look at Stephen Appiah, he didn't have so many issues.
Exactly.
And the fact that he qualified, he was a captain when we qualified for the World Cup for the first time, also breeds a lot of, this was just what we're looking for.
So, George, I'm sure someone is watching and saying that, oh, look at these young boys. You don't know the politics of the time, in the camp and all of that. Yeah. But you see, the mere fact that post his active play, you still have issues of his leadership, still issues of how effective he was. I mean, I think that is a problem. Because usually when you are in there, definitely you're going to have issues, you're going to make enemies and all of that, especially when you want to be professional, like Joe was saying, and people do not get you. But when you have left, people should see what you were trying to do and should say that was the guy. You think that people
still couldn't see? So
I think that's still a problem.
I think we have to put that out there. So who was your best, or who is your best Black Stars captain?
Well, as far as I know,
Stephen Appiah. And you see, the Stephen Appiah one, I understand Stephen Appiah did well. But it's because we all see Stephen Appiah to have been the guy around when the Black Stars qualified for the World Cup, which was what we were all chasing or looking for.
Not necessarily. The guy commanded respect.
Commanded respect, and he kept the team together.
Exactly.
And they did so well during his time.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's a big one, but I think that certainly
Abedi Pele is a great footballer, no doubt about that.
But you don't think he's?
But I think that. Stephen Appiah cuts it.
Well, we still have a lot of work to do, especially when we go to the 60s and the 70s, those who won something, because we're captains who led the Black Stars to win the Africa Cup of Nations trophy itself. We did that 4 times.
Well, so that's another argument.
And then there was a Black Stars captain who was so good himself that won so much of laurels, and that's Abedi Pele. And there was a Black Stars captain who was not maybe the star of the team, but he managed to galvanize a team that did wonders by going to the 2006 World Cup. 2010 World Cup.
George, I'm sure we can continue on and on and on.
So the question
let's do this on social media. What do you think? Who is your best Black Stars captain of all time?
So far,
let us know. Yeah. I'm sure we'll have this conversation on radio as well. But that's it for News Desk. Thank you, George, for sports, and thank you for joining us. Up next is COVID and the Law. Please stay tuned in.